All of the Occupy movement starts with the premise that we all owe them everything. They take over a public park they didn't pay for, to go nearby to use bathrooms they didn't pay for, to beg for food from places they don't want to pay for, to obstruct those who are going to work to pay the taxes to sustain the bathrooms and to sustain the park, so that they can self-righteously explain that they are the paragons of virtue to which we owe everything. That is a pretty good symptom of how much the left has collapsed as a moral system in this country, and why you need to reassert something as simple as saying to them, go get a job right after you take a bath.
Wow. Okay. Wow. What a way to start the week. Good morning, everyone. I know.
Good advice for all of us.
Seriously. Welcome to Morning Joe. It's Monday, November 21st. Oh my gosh, is this Thanksgiving week?
Wow.
Are we getting ready? Yes. With us on set, MSNBC and Time Magazine senior political analyst Mark Halperin, national affairs editor for New York Magazine and MSNBC political analyst John Heilman. Hi, John.
Hi.
And director of the Earth Institute at Columbia University, Dr. Jeffrey Sachs. It's really not surprising coming from me, but that was about the most arrogant and unself-aware, and those are probably the only words I can use, things for any politician in this Republican field to say.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. No sense of any meaning in all of this. Absolutely revolting, actually. And especially when what they're protesting against is the incredible abuse of power, the criminality on Wall Street and so forth, that he, yes, taking his millions of dollars, it's shocking. Actually.
Someone needs a bath, and I don't think it's the people from Occupy Wall Street. That's all I'm going to say. I got nothing else. I am so disgusted by that something horrible is going to come. Those are my belts. I'm sorry. I was having trouble dressing this morning, figuring out to wear.
I sort of like the idea of really bringing out discarded pieces of clothing.
I left them on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
It's Monday and
special.
Am I alone here? Am I overreacting?
No.
I'm sickened by that.
The Republican Party needs to engage on the immorality of the income inequality in this country, and they'd be politically smart to try to capture some of the sentiment there that rails against a lot of what they should be against, too.
So it's fair to say he's in the 1%, correct?
Yeah.
Fannie Mae put him there.
He's telling the 99% to take a bath and get a job? Really?
Just his
really?
Tiffany's bill
I wonder
alone
how
puts
they
him
do that right now. How, given the state of this country, how anyone's supposed to try and just get a job and take a bath? Who is this man?
But again,
who does he think he is? And why is he surging in the polls? I don't get it.
It is, again, though, to Mark's point, I mean, it is kind of amazing. You would have thought that there is actually common cause in some cases, ideologically and temperamentally, in terms of its populism between the Tea Party and Occupy Wall Street. There's some temperamental. And there are people in the Tea Party who are as angry at the banks as the people who used to be down in Zuccotti Park and are no longer there. It is really interesting that no Republican has tried to try to seize on this, not necessarily embracing the protesters in terms of who they are, but trying to take this issue.
Actually,
it's
one
kind of
Republican has talked about this issue and understood and had sympathy with the concept. No, actually, John Huntsman, who talks about the concept of it and what's perhaps driving the anger, and then goes on to what he thinks he should do to fix the problem of the disparity in this country. But no one's listening to him, and I wonder why, because in some ways he actually makes sense and can capture what should be understood about Occupy Wall Street. There are some crazies in the street getting their pictures in the paper, and that's not the best representation, but the message they stand for. And then to hear Newt Gingrich standing on literally his high horse after taking advantage of the system, cashing in on it, being the biggest, literally the biggest hypocrite in the Republican field, probably in politics today, the biggest hypocrite, and then to cast aspersions and to speak down to these people as if they should be flicked away, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's a very angry way to start the show. I'm extremely sorry, but it's the first time I've seen that, and it literally made my skin crawl. I cannot believe he resonates.
Played pretty well in the room.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. We know he's a cynical politician, if nothing else. So who's he talking to when he says that?
The Republican Party has decided, rather than to in any way embrace this movement or to recognize it, the way the Democratic Party did to some extent with the Tea Party, is just using Occupy Wall Street as another way to whip up sentiment against the left and against President Obama. It played well in the room, Mika. I mean, those were Iowa activists who will help determine who the Republicans put forward. They loved that line.